terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor sideline, Todd Bowles, year 4 as the head man in Tampa, following 3 years and a Super Bowl title as their defensive coordinator. On the other side, Raheem Morris, for 3 years, the head coach of the Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. And we are underway here in Atlanta. Across the 20, they'll knock him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. On play action, Penix. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. From 29, here's second and a yard. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike...
Stop short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. Greg, as the Bucs come out, maybe this team is the most underappreciated in the NFL. 4 straight division titles, consistency. This is a Tampa team that in the post-Brady era has done really well in terms of sustaining their success.
Oh, there's no question, and you have to give a lot of credit to the job that Todd Bowles has done. He's taken advantage of a down division, the NFC South, a lot of teams finding their quarterbacks, kind of rebuilding from some better times in years past, and then the job they have done not only replacing offensive coordinators the last couple of years, but also the job they've done with Baker Mayfield. He was a guy, Mike, that was left for dead. The career looked all but over. He goes from riding the bench in Carolina to a quick little spurt that probably saved his career out with Sean McVay and the Rams. And the next thing you know, he's the guy filling in behind Brady, and all he has done is win the division every year since.
They go play action with Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran Mike Evans. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up.
Let's go now.
Mooney in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Falcon first down.
15 yards. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. 2 minutes to play in this first half. Why don't we check in with Scott Hansen on his first full Sunday of work on our team to find out what's coming up at halftime. Scott.
And what a first day of work it's been, Mike. Coming up, 8 games going on around the National Football League in the early window. We're still working on the Opto box, but we'll have scores and highlights from around the NFL in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Pettis. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's now 3rd and 13.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Open man, he's got it. It's London. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
It's 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Taken at the 19. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So, Greg, here come the Atlanta Falcons, 8-9 last year, in it right down to the wire. However, 7 straight losing seasons. What are the keys here for getting this turned around for the Falcons?
Yeah, and obviously all eyes are going to be on Michael Penix. It's going to be on the quarterback. It was a very strange situation last year. Not only the money they gave Kirk Cousins in free agency, but then only a couple weeks later, Mike, they shocked the NFL world in a lot of ways by drafting Michael Penix, which told you just how good they thought he was. He was magical coming out of college. So the question is, all right, Michael Penix, you're the guy. There's no question. There's no uncertainty. You are the starting quarterback all offseason leading up to week 1. Well, here is your moment. Make this team yours, put them on your back, and lead them, because there's a lot of really good pieces, especially on the offensive side of the ball. This should be a very competitive team in what's not a great division in the NFC South.
Field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 1. It's 7-6.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
180! Real.
On 2nd down, Baker. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. And it's the rookie first-round draft pick, Omarion Hampton. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Chargers begin Jim Harbaugh year 2 with a week 1 victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's Dak Prescott. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the veteran Jacoby Brissett. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Cardinals with the lead in the opener at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been. Into space. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will take a 14-6 lead.
Falcons 6. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
Well, I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay, I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, and now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Levante David doing his work on defense.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go now.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on second down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Yaya Diaby working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Third down and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup A scramble leads to a first down.
13 yards on the play.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down. Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
70.
Out of the shotgun. He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Mayfield, rolling right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield, moving left. That's open downfield. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For Egbuka, 26 total touchdowns at Ohio State. And now the rookie has number 1 in the NFL. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Buccaneers extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first.
The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. trouble. On second down, here's Penix. He'll get back to Kadero Hodge. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Kadero Hodge. That's a gain of 7. Brings it
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. And they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout at Atlanta. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up a 1st down.
Tampa Bay.
Hey, 133. 180. What's that?
Throwing is Baker. Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
The 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
180. What's that?
Now Mayfield. That is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Penix moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And the Falcons, first down.
To throw is Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Yaya Diaby. He works his way in to record the 2nd sack of his young career. On 2nd down, Penix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now the Bucs will take their first time out as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Fourth down, and here's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Baker to throw. Get this complete right side to Otton. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers are able to extend the lead.
35, Falcons 6. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough year.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Yaya Diaby. What a start to the season. His 3rd sack here in week 1. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in week 1. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Some big games to get to. We go to Atlanta. The Falcons at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Cade Otton. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Put it in the books as a 76-yard score. The Buccaneers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott. He's going to find some open space, and he is gone. 32 yards on the touchdown run. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. One more to tell you about. It was the Chiefs and the Chargers, the Friday game down in Brazil. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Chargers wind up winning this one in front of a home crowd to begin the new season. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.